Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kyle Wills. I'm the owner and operator of Steel Keys Mobile Homes LLC. And today I just kind of want to make my first introduction video and then kind of walk you guys through a mobile home investment through my eyes, and then give you a little breakdown of what we're looking for and what we do. All right, so we had a divert. This is This is the other park the other home we're gonna be getting into to do a tour of. First, here's a walk around the outside. And one thing to note is you'll see a lot of this junk and distressed material out here on these properties, but some things to keep in mind while you're doing these. For one, I don't know where that extension cord runs up into that window. That's a bathroom window there. This AC unit's still in. The shed, it's a vacant property. I don't know how long it's been vacant for, but I can tell you, there's definitely a family that lived here and stuff and whatnot. But things to keep in mind, you see the meter, that's always a good sign. Checking out this, you can see here, nothing on this side. Needs a good clean up from the outside, definitely. This is a single wide. And then here's the rest of the property, the other side of it. So you got another AC window unit, and then you got this actual HVAC system that's probably not operable right now, but with a little, a good look at it, maybe it can be. But we're gonna be going in here, so let's go get up in here real quick. Now, what you'll notice is there's a step up right here. So, you got to step up on this, and get in there. I've already been in this home before. It's one of the better ones in this park. See, this is just a little ghetto, but, it's a completely distressed, vacant property. We'll go ahead and make entry. Hello? Anybody home? You always want to identify yourself. Make sure you don't stumble across something you're not supposed to. Hello? Anybody home? Okay, so, now that you've identified yourself, very first thing you want to look for is you want to start by looking at the ceilings. Okay? Reason being, you want to see if there's any sagging going on, any water damage coming through. Utilities are off, so you won't have light, so you always need to have a flashlight with you. But then you want to check things like the floor. Get a feel for how that looks. And then that door just opened up. Yeah, so take a look at some things. This is one of the better ones. You can see people live sometimes in subpar conditions, but everybody has their own choice. Let's see, if you look back here, I didn't catch this the other day. See some of that? That's water damage. All this right here is water damage. Meaning there's a leak in the ceiling somewhere or in the wall. So that's how you can tell. That's mold. It's also water discoloration. This freezer and fridge has been completely left. You'll see some things like this, like rodents and raccoons get in here and they have themselves a meal. But yeah, but really what we're looking for, those are all small things. You can all that can get cleaned up. All this can be taken care of. But things like the floor, okay, like the floorboard here, you want to pay attention to. Doors, making sure they're like intact. Just the major things. You can see back here it's dark, so I said you have to have a flashlight on you, not your phone light. That's not going to be enough. And this is the bathroom here. So again, people live how they want to live, and that's fine. So in here, where I would start looking is, you want to check the tub. Okay, tub's in place. I don't see nothing crazy on the bottom. Looking around, and somebody wrote some stuff on the wall there. You can see here, this spout is that's nothing major though. I can tell you this does flush and operate as it should. Water runs in the sink, funny enough. See, so that's something you want to check for. Even though it's vacant, the water bill's still getting charged from somebody. You see here, another thing you want to look at here is the piping, right? So you just want to, excuse me if I'm all over the place because this is an uncut video, but this piping, right? It looks in good shape. You know, I've always, it drains. There's no leakage coming through here. They did take some of that spray foam on the bottom, as you can see, and try to seal off some of that, just moisture barrier. But, you know, we don't want to do that. We'll try to clean that up. But, you know, you can see it flushes and operates. They left their washer and dryer. But I will tell you, the hookup, those water intake and outtake valves look okay. Again, you're just doing like a quick walkthrough. You want to make sure. I haven't seen any holes in the floor. But in here, in this room, when I was in here the other day, you'll see this is taped up. This hole is to the outside. So nothing, it's actually, funny enough, as bad as it looks, it's actually kind of convenient for whoever put this there, because it does keep the room insulated. But we would want to clean that up for a client. Big thing right here, these vents, you want the covers to be there. Why? Because you get rodents and raccoons and animals and bugs and insects that come up through those vents. So that takes property wear and tear, right? So like here, this vent here, see that it's on the ground, it's stationary. That's good. You don't want it like over there, because this is all exposed. They come up through under the skirting. This one's in place, so that's really good. You can see the duct down there. All in all, this mobile home's in really good condition, for what it's worth. So, you know, everybody's each its own. Some investors say no to this, I'd say yes to this. But this room here, right, it's kind of sad, sometimes sobering, because, you know, you still have pictures on the walls of families. We won't show them too much, but you feel it, like, you can do a little, like, bounce on the floor, and you can feel that it, you know, just make sure everything's good. See, I was in here the other day, I was checking the piping. So, sink, the water operates, toilet flushes. That's that window, that extension cord I was telling you all about. But yeah, so, you know, with a good cleanup, you get all this out, paint the walls, you know, clean up this mobile home a little bit. You got a good mobile home, definitely. Again, so you want to check, just to recap, so you want to check ceilings, okay, make sure there's no sagging, you know, check the floors, check the corners. You want to make sure there's no holes in the corners. This one's in really good shape. You know, all this needs cleaned up. I mean, I'm going to have to replace the fridge, probably the stove. Maybe that's salvageable. I don't know. You know, sink's okay. Just a good clean. Maybe switch that out. Nothing crazy, though. We're doing very, very, very small touch-ups. So we're not going to, you know, do a whole renovation on this one. But yeah, being that the power's off, it's kind of hard to really, really see. You know, just it'd be hard to get a good grasp for like how bad it is. It does have a good smoke smell to it, but all in all, I mean, you get some bottles and stuff there. Things I look for, I like these hanging these hanging shelves. These older mobile homes will have them, and I like that. I like those wood cabinets. I'm okay with those. I also really, really find attractive these side mirrors. This is supposed to be a mirror here. They've converted it, but that's what that's supposed to be. But anyway, yeah, so looks like they had a kid pencil sharpener on the wall. But yeah, all in all, I mean, that's kind of the rundown. You want to check for cracks in the floor, ceiling, you know, lights, water, the things you can control. Yeah, so I'm gonna close out now. And all right, so these are just gonna be my closing remarks from the video. So when you show up to a park, mobile home, some things to keep in mind. You definitely want to make sure you have a good relationship with the park manager, so they understand you're coming and going, so they can track what's going on. My goal with this home would be to do the cleanliness, get all of that stuff out, you know, vacuum, mop, clean, just do a good clean first. And then from there, you want to just kind of identify some of those smaller cracks, like the water issue, things like that. This park is 100% vacant. It's like, must have just recently gotten bought. But yeah, there's nobody lives in here. I think I've seen one actual family that stays in this park. There's about a dozen homes, probably, maybe 13, 14, and all of them are vacant. There's some of them are really, really bad, and they need a lot of work. I'm in negotiation with the park right now to try to get this for my price. and I'll kind of go over that breakdown real quick. So with this mobile home, right, they want $5,000 for it. Now that's not okay, and like numbers are subjective, and so you just got to filter what works for you. That's my target range right now. So anyway, what I would do is I would, get in contact with the park, and so they want $5,000 for it, being that this park is vacant and it's overgrown and it's very just for lack of better terms, like malnourished and distressed. This mobile home, I'm not gonna pay $5,000 for. So hopefully I'm doing a bundle with another home to hopefully get them at a lower price. They called me this morning, told me, no, hey, sorry, we're not gonna accept that price that you wanted to pay. So I said, okay, that's fine, like whatever, just keep me in mind. Just kind of wait it out. I did still come look because I want to get some content, and then I also just to double check, proof check myself. My initial first walkthrough, when I go through these, I'm taking pictures, and then I'm not really doing too thorough of a look. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna take pictures, videos if need be, and then from there I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the lab, open it up, and then take a look there on the computer and just kind of identify some of those things. If I feel like it's good and I feel like it has potential, I'll probably double back, take an actual thorough look, really get an idea, then name my price and then start negotiating. That's where we are. So this is the third time I've been in this house. And yeah, so like I said, this park is just in rough shape. It's not somewhere people want to live right now. It's very tucked away. It's hard to get to. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'll let them, if they sell it, that's fine at the end of the day. But it's just something I wanted to take a look at, kind of show you guys what I look for. I know people have some interest on what I do, and I kind of keep it hush, but this is what I'm doing. I'm out here scoping these homes out. I'll do repairs within my capability, so always caveat with that, plumbing, if it's something I can do. I don't really have a desire to crawl into these mobile homes with the skirting, just because they can be in really rough shape. So I'm not going to be crawling underneath the mobile homes much, just because it's just there's a lot. They've never been moved most of the time, so they've been stationary for 30 years plus. So under there, you got water and intrusion, and the list goes on and on. So I'm not going to be crawling under mobile homes. So you want to do a thorough walkthrough and just kind of go from there. So yeah, anyway,